the Kloof Combined School. So I'm going to first start by telling you about our abstract. Many communities, such as the Jacksfontein, have been experiencing a problem of mine waste dumping into waters such as rivers, lakes, dams, and etc. The waste causes huge problems because it pollutes the water that people use for various things, and it also endangers the life of community members. One of the other major problems that the world is experiencing is the problem of load shedding. We as young and open-minded scientists have come up with an innovation to help the communities with the underlying issue of waste pollution and load shedding. We use different methods and materials to come up with a working model to help the communities.
Greetings everyone. Greetings everyone. My name is Rose Drucker and I'm going to further elaborate on our model. We considered various methods. The first method that we considered for this model is shown under page 13 of the methods and materials, which included phase one of taking an unused table and cutting the top deck on the table and using that top deck as a representation of the top dam. We basically used the same method. Our model is basically an innovation of how a hydropower electric power station works. We all know that tailing dams are a huge problem, especially most recently in 2022 in the Jacksfontein community. The tailing dam broke out and the waste of mines was released within the community. So the problem that our model solves is the problem that is caused by mines through the tail dam's failures. So what our model basically does is that the water that comes from the mines, the waste that come from the mines, which is basically water mixed with other chemicals, it is used. This represents the top mountain. Basically, this represents the top of our project, which basically represents that the dams, the artificial dams, which the water from the mines, which is mixed with chemicals, comes from the mines, and then it goes within our system where the water is it comes from we basically know that how tailings dams are built is that the mines deposit waste from the mine creates artificial dams for themselves where their waste is being deposited. So that same structure is what is being used here, but instead of the waste just being deposited and laying there, and while the tailings dams keep on piling up to keep the water from going out within that dam, that water with chemicals is being used for is going to be used for other purposes within this particular structure of ours. So within this structure, the water and the chemicals that are mixed from the waste dumpings basically of the mines are going to come into the tailings dam. But then we are going to use pipes where we will have a structure that will pile up, that will pile up to create high advantage for us. So then the pipes are going to rise, and then that water is going to create a high advantage for us, whereby when it's spilled, it's going to fall on the turbines, and the turbines are going to now spin. As the turbines spin, the turbines are going to force they're going to force the turbines when they spin, they're going to create relative motion whereby the coil will spin around the magnet, through now creating electricity. This electricity will be used by the community that the mine has been built within, and also it is going to be used to clean up the water that comes from those mines. So basically, when the water spins the turbines, it is going to fall within this bucket, which is basically a representation of where the water goes out of the tailing dam. So this water is going to be further be heated. As it is heated for the purpose that it's going to the bacteria within the water is going to be killed. After the bacteria have been killed, it's gonna undergo a second phase. The second phase includes the water going through a phase of filtration, whereby that phase of filtration will feed the water further, and that water then will be sent to communities to the community that the mine has been built in. Through this model, we envision seeing a community whereby the tailing dams are now used for better purposes. This is to create electricity for the community that the mine is built within, and also to produce water for that community by just using their waste dumping to our advantage. Okay.
Thank you very much. Well done.